blog, and the blog that Paul wrote today on his WCSL channel, or whatever you call that website, or whatever you call that. Last night I get this dude, who I believe was Paul, that left a comment on my channel telling me that I hope your kids die. Yep. So I contacted YouTube and had this person, their account closed because it pissed me off. You know, one thing to say something to me and like call me fat and stuff, but to like say something like I hope your kids die, that takes the cake for me. So I contacted YouTube immediately. So the person's account was closed, and Paul leaves me this blog pretty much saying that it was that I brought it onto myself. The fact that this person, who was all about Fuzzy Goddess and Paul, you know, I brought it on myself that this person said something like that. I mean, that just shows you right there that Paul isn't the great man that he claims he is.
That's for sure.
You know, I mean, why would you say something like that? You know, like, oh, you brought it on yourself. Kind of reminds me of that comment he left me that one time when, what was it? Oh, Eileen. When me and him got in that, because I called him childish. He got mad at me because I wouldn't stop being friends with Eileen.
That's right.
So I told him he was being childish, and that's when I kept getting these messages from Diane, and she was like messaging me, telling me I'm betraying Paul, and that I was looking for more friends, like he always says, you know. And I was laughing the entire time, but I said something to Paul about it, and he's like, "Well, you brought it on yourself because you wouldn't stop being friends with Eileen." I'm not gonna stop being friends with someone just to make Paul happy.
No kidding.
You know? I mean, I don't pander to him. I never did.
I used to when we were together.
Yeah, but
I'd have to play along and pretend like all his children existed and everything. Yeah, I guess I was guilty of that.
You knew him longer than I did, though.
Yeah, I've known him for over 9 years. Never once have I seen anybody, not a legitimate photograph or anything of any of these people that are supposed to be in his life.
Like, really a chick. He told me that Sandra over here took him and Jess, aka really a chick, to a hotel room. And she actually, I mean, I'm not lying. Her face told me everything. Because she looked at me, her mouth was open. She's looking at me like, "Are you serious? He said that?" Like, she didn't even know, she's never even met Jess.
Because she doesn't exist.
Yeah. I mean, she was just like, "I can't believe he told you that. That's just made up." And I'm like, that's what he said.
Yeah. Well, his plan of keeping you and I from, becoming friends really backfired on him, you know? Because ultimately what he didn't want is for she and I to compare notes and discover all the BS that he would tell her, and she would discover all the BS that he told me, which, comparing all this crap is BS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like the time when he said that, who was it? Jess and their oldest son were out in the yard, and me and the twins were outside in our backyard, and we can see through his fence. And he's like, "Did you see Jess?" And I don't remember what the son's name is. He's like, "But did you see Jess and my son out in the yard?" I'm like, there was nobody back there. Okay. So I don't know if you're imagining these people or what, but
it's like when I would go over there and he would tell me, "Oh, the family's here, they're all staying here," but yet there's never any luggage, there's never any suitcases, and you'd go into all the rooms and wow, they just all decided to leave and be gone like all day and night, and yet they're here supposedly visiting him. Okay. My company does that too when I have people over, They come to visit me, but they pack up all their luggage and everything else, and then they leave till, like, how long was I over that night? Till almost midnight.
Maybe they're like little elves or something. Like little people.
Pocket
that hide in the drawers and stuff. So he does it like, you can't see them unless you open a drawer and it pops out. Like, whoa!
Yeah, I wanted to show this. Hey, do you like my my cup? I don't know. Can you see it? That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's ceramic. It's really neat.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That was a good purchase.
I know.